Hello everybody, welcome to my Instagram live. I'm Mijean Rochus and today I have again another special guest and it will be designer from Making the Cut, the young Belgian Sander Bos, and I will let you discover him through our Instagram live stream. Okay, let's see who's on. Let's see if I can connect with Sander Bos. He's there. Yep, waiting to connect.
Oh, sorry.
Hello.
I can't talk on live, right? Hi.
Hi, Sander.
Like quick cigarette.
Quick cigarette. It's good.
Cigarette.
How are you today?
Keeping us through the corona times.
How are you feeling?
I'm pretty good. It's good weather today, so that's a good start. For the rest, yeah, the corona is fucked up, but we make the best of it.
Yes, and you
And you?
managed to stay at home?
Yeah, very much. I'm like, no, in the house, lock down, close the door, close the window, nothing in around.
Okay. Thank you for accepting. Because we have
Of
known,
course.
I think, each other for a few years. We were connected to Instagram. Can you hear
Yes,
me?
for a while now.
Yes, for a while. And with Making the Cut, I was like, I need to get back in touch. We almost from
You
the
were like,
same.
ah!
Yes, and we are almost from the same town, huh? Do you know that?
Yeah, exactly. That's the weird part. Some Belgian people, they're like, oh, I was watching the show and I saw like, oh, a Belgian, like, oh, it was you. I was like, yes.
Yeah. So let's jump into it right straight away.
Let's go.
Yes. First, from the beginning, it's like I know you're a fashion designer, and how did you come to participate to Making the Cut?
Well, I was sitting at home and I got this email, but it landed in my spam. So I'm like watching, I'm like, invitation to enroll yourself to a fashion show for Heidi and Tim. I was like, I was like, what in the scam artist is going on? You know, you get these emails like,
Yes.
join this fashion show and pay $5,000 to show somewhere. I was like, whatever this is, get out of my spam. Bye. I didn't respond to it. And then like they were like again emailing me and then I got like all my different email addresses, like real emails, like hello, like this is real. I was like, oh shit. I was like deleting the emails, like leave me alone, you scam artist. And then eventually I wrote back. I was like, oh my god, you guys, like because I mean, as just some kid in Belgium working at a hamburger place, I never thought that they would find me. So I thought that it was fake, you know. But then eventually they did.
And did you have some expectations or something before participating? Or
Well, not really, because I mean, my sister used to watch Project Runway back in the day, and it was always like, turn that off. I don't want to watch this. Like, get it off of my television. She was like a super. I was like, ugh. But then I didn't really have expectation. I mean, of course, it's a TV show, so it's kind of like goes through your head, like, oh, there's gonna be cameras on me the whole time and stuff. But for the rest, no, I just kind of went in there like balls to the wall, like just jumping in.
yes, that's what you saw.
Yeah.
Not afraid at all, not afraid of the camera. You just jumped into it, and yes. And was it hard to be yourself, even in front of those judges? Because
I was nervous in the beginning for the judges because I think my fashion is definitely like out there, and like when we heard the assignment, as you see in the first episode, like you have to make wearable 95% of the population fashion. I was like,
exactly.
well, who's going home today? It's me. I thought it was like they're gonna boot me to the house. Like, goodbye, girl. Thank you for your couture. But like, you can go sit over there. And but then after a while, when you get to know them, and off cameras, you also have like kind of moments with them, and you're like, oh, they're real human beings, and you kind of get like a connection with them. So after a while, you're more comfortable in front of them, and you grow a relationship after a while.
Mm-hmm. And who was the most easiest one to get along with? You could connect.
Hmm. Of the judges, you mean, or of the cast?
Let's start with the judges.
I don't know. I think all of them were pretty easy. They were very open to us, all of us. They were very kind when they would walk in. They were like, "Hey, how are you?" They were very sweet and stuff. I think the judge that liked me from the beginning the most, I think, was Carine Roitfeld. She was like, from the beginning, she was like, "Je vous comprends, la la la." I was like, "Ah, I know what you're saying," and I was like, "Okay, we speak the same." Like, we had like this back and forth from the beginning, and but I think also maybe with Naomi, it kind of more grow with me and her. Like, she didn't like the donut dress, but then it kind of grew more. You know, that we kind of grew together, and she started appreciating me, and I really, could take in all of her comments and stuff and like apply them. So yeah, I think all of them were pretty easy to get along with. We didn't have like somebody that was that was very like tough on us. They were honest, but I mean that's also what you need. It's a show. You need honesty. Like you rather have somebody to be honest with you and straight up and tell you like, "Sis, no," or like because otherwise you don't learn. If you have somebody that's like, "You're doing amazing," and you're selling garbage down the runway, you kind of need somebody to be honest. No. Like at the end of the day, then sit at home, and like let your mother tell you that you're doing great, like you go there to kind of, to get the feedback.
And from the other participants, who do you get along with very well?
Oh, I still talk to Renat every day. She's my baby. Like we like, it was like from the beginning, like gelled. I actually from casting on, I saw her and we were not supposed to speak, I was sitting outside smoking because, I smoke like a chimney, and she came outside and she asked me for a cigarette, and I gave it to her, and I had to go back in, and I was like, "Thank you, and I'll see you on the show." And then when we saw each other on the show, she was like, "You predicted that it was gonna be on." I was like, I was just being nice, and we just had like this like super connection, And I mean, I actually get along with all of the people. Jasmine and me were just talking. I love G, Martha, Esther, all of them, and we get along. Will.
And Sabato Russo as well, no?
Oh, bitch, I forgot Sabato, my baby. Yes, I love him. Yes, she's so cute. I mean, definitely, I think we started the collaboration challenge as like, acquaintances, but we really became friends throughout that process.
But when I look at the collaboration, like the dress that you made together, it's like
Wait, you're stuck. Maybe it's my internet.
Okay. Can you hear me now? Better?
Yeah, this is better. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I missed maybe a question.
When you see the collaboration, I will show you. This.
Yes.
Yes. How did that start? Can you explain a little bit?
Well, me and Sabato, we went really into this challenge knowing that they paired us for a reason. Like I'm more of the very new avant-garde, trying very creative new stuff, trying a lot of different things, and he has more of the more classic and very like almost really beautifully classic elegance, and that was like one of the things that bind us both was that elegance, that timeless elegance that we both have. So we kind of went of something that and we kind of try to work off that and kind of mix that in both of in all of the pieces together to kind of, because that was something we had in common instead of something that, set us apart, and that's kind of where we started off with.
Okay. And some of those pieces will come out, of course. Will be some of the pieces you made together.
Yeah.
And also, when you look at the competition, first top 5, now top 3.
Yes.
How do you look at it?
For now, yes, for now. Stay tuned. Watch this Friday the new episode. See where I land.
Yes, we will. But it's amazing, coming from a little country like that, and then top 3 now.
Yeah.
How does your neighborhood react?
Wait. Well, I don't know. I haven't really been in the neighborhood. I've all been in lockdown. One person recognized me in the supermarket. He was like, he walked by and like he like came back and he was like, "Did I see you on television?" I was like, maybe. I was so embarrassed. I didn't dare to say anything. I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like hit my head. Yeah, I was like my head into like the wine, like in the wine rail. I was like, "No," and it was like, "Yes, Ivy." That was a very weird, very good, but also weird experience. Like, oh my God, people like there's like this. All of a sudden, people know who you are. You know, like I
Exactly.
can't walk drunk on the streets anymore. Shit.
So you better prepare for after lockdown.
Oh, girl. I'm just gonna wear one of my masks, you know, just like a mask every day, just very incognito.
Yeah. And with these days, you can just wear them. It's like everyone is wearing masks these days, so you can just wear it.
Right. Exactly. It's the fashion of now.
And I also got some questions here from people that sent them. The first one is from Gabriele. He said, how do
Yes.
you relate to accessible fashion? Sometimes accessibility is limited creativity. How do you
Yes, I
relate
think
to
it's something you see me struggle throughout the season. You see me struggle with it because I came in I never thought before with my brand. I never was like, who needs to wear this? I was very like just thinking in my creative world. And I think it's something that I love, that I learned, you know, the most in the show, of like this kind of, that it doesn't have to limit it, you know, because in the beginning I always thought it was a limitation for me. And now I'm kind of discovering this new kind of beat of fashion for me, you know, something that I kind of have learned how to take all of the creativity and mold it into something that does work for me, and that I don't feel like I'm losing a part of that creativity. You know, that's why I started the Miss Boss line, you know, to kind of really have something also for that's more accessible and something for the people, because at the end of the day, you want people to wear your clothes, you know.
Exactly. And there's also when I look at your page, I say like the clothes are affordable. That is amazing. That part that you see that the clothes are affordable, that when you look at it, it's like, okay, everyone can afford it. That's nice.
Yeah, I think that's
Is
also
that your goal
important, you
too?
know. Well, yeah, because I kind of started fashion really back in the day before art was involved with it. My mom, she would drag me to every, like, we had two stores in Hostel. There was a H&M and a Zaga at that point, and she would drag me there. She was like, pick an outfit, just one every Saturday and every Wednesday we had to go there. And it was like, I don't like nothing here. This is not fashion. I don't want to wear it. We were broke as hell, so we didn't have the money to go to a fancy. So I was like, I don't want this. And she was like, I'm fine. After like buy me clothes, she was like, fine, I'll learn you how to stitch and you do it your damn self. I was like, okay, I could do it. It was
I
horrible. I couldn't
recognize
stitch
a
for
lot
my
of
life.
that.
I couldn't stitch to save my life, honey. But then slowly and surely it grew into this.
And then in the end, you decided, I'm going to do it myself. I can create what I
Yes.
will wear. Good. Second question is like from Clarissa from Brazil. And she said,
Oh.
where does your creativity process start? Is it with the fabric sourcing or another inspiration or the source?
No, for me, it really starts from an idea. It always starts from something in my head that I want to express, or what I want to like kind of put into the clothing. Um, it varies a lot. It's just mostly just me walking around, thinking, experiencing things, seeing things, talking to people also a lot. Which, you know, sometimes I hear stories of, you know, even the people that I used to work with at the Quick, you know, they're telling me about their life or something, and maybe some prejudice that they're in, or something that they have experienced, or something that me personally experienced, and I'm like, oh wow, this is something relevant in society, and I take that and then I start linking it to drawings, because I always draw just naturally. I'm designing, it's just something that I
Yes.
do.
Great. Moment. You're a little bit stuck. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
You're a little bit stuck. So no problem. The
Am I
connection
back?
was a little bit stuck. Now you're back.
Oh.
So you said you always draw. So the inspiration comes also from
Yeah.
drawings and also
Yeah,
from
well, the drawing is
photography.
just natural. Wait, let me see if I can change my internet.
Let's try. Okay. Yes. Sander. Hello. Let's see if we can get back the connection. Yeah. Yes. Perfect. Better?
Okay. Yes, this is better. No, yeah, drawing is something that always I just do every day. It's kind of like I have these little books with me and I just sit and draw and think and just draw, draw, draw. And then when I'm mentally, I figured out what I want to say with the collection, I go over the drawings, I select what I like, what I think is relevant to what I want to say. And then I start transforming them and molding them really into, you know, the full collection and kind of drawing the assemblies and stuff. And then it kind of grows into silhouettes.
Sounds like a really amazing creative process.
Yes.
Third question is like someone asked, like you said, you always speak up your mind. Have you always been like that?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, very much. To the tiring of other people, yes, yes, very much. I used to be in high school, and when I was a kid, there were always like the teachers that were like, "He's unhandleable. He constantly talks." They're like, "When does your kid shut up?" And I'm like, "Ta, ta, 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 ta."
And now they must be very proud, I think. the teachers, when they see it, it's like, wow.
Yeah, now they are fan, but not back in the day. Now they are.
That's good. And I have another image here, and I would like you to look at it and also more to give a little more explanation about the collection and the idea behind it and how you came to it. Okay?
All right. All right, all right. Aha,
Can you see?
the t-shirts.
Yes.
Yes, I can see. Well, that was for the duality challenge. I was pretty pissed off at that moment when we got the challenge because as you see in the episode, they're like, well, you have to start making wearable clothes. And it was like, no, how dare you to do this? And it kind of triggered me to the point that for the collection, I was like, you know what, I'll make a shirt and I'll make a pants. That was kind of my idea. Like one look is all t-shirts, one look is all pants. And then I was like, let me do a regular t-shirt and a regular pants, and then let me do a transformation of it into something else. So you have the normal pants, and then you have the pants to the top, and then you have the normal t-shirt with another t-shirt in it, with then the skirt that is also a t-shirt. So kind of to take the idea of consumerism and this idea of like, I don't sell clothing if it's not a t-shirt, and then to transform it into me saying like, but I will forever be me and I will forever do my own thing with it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I wanted to make the statement to the judges, I'll do what you want, but it will never be what you want. You know what I mean? I'll make the t-shirt, but you'll never be happy with the t-shirt. You know, it kind of to be like, thank you. And but it will always be me. It's just my style. It's just what I do. You know, it's not that I don't understand accessible. It's that I or choose not to, or just do it in my own way, and that it kind of like bumps you that it's not accessible, you know. But I think they really understood that.
Yeah, and that's also called creativity, yeah? That is like giving your own touch to it, your own style.
Right? I mean, who needs another brand that sells white t-shirts? I mean, we have so many of that, you know? So, I mean, in my opinion. So I'd rather lead with my creativity because that's the thing that will set me apart and, in my opinion, makes me a strong brand, you know?
I have you another question. It comes from Germany. I forgot the name, but she said, who's your inspiration in fashion? Where did you get... Who inspired you in fashion? Which designer, which house, which brand?
I think that's our question because I used to, when I was in school, I used to never follow fashion. Like when I was a kid, I did. I used to like buy magazines, but then once I went to fashion school, I was like, no, don't do it. Find inspiration in yourself. But then now if I look more to like the brands that I look up to the most, it's Martin Margiela, Versace, and McQueen, because I think all three of them, they're different, but for me, they found like this harmonious balance between art and fashion. Something that I probably will look for the rest of my life to find the balance. But these three really have that balance for me that I'm like, I still see art and I want to wear it. So that's why.
Well, we had a lot of things in common, huh? Mine too, Maison
Ah, voilà.
Maison Margiela, and look here.
Ah, You better work, Heidi.
Yeah, I
I
went
love them. Oh,
to that presentation, and it was like magic. It's like you see art exactly, and when you look at it, it's like you just want to know the history behind it as well. So
yeah. And you feel this story that there's like kind of people telling a story to you through the clothes, but you still want to wear it, you
ex-
know. And I like that it has the both sides. Like I want to wear it, and you feel like you can become part of that story, which I think is the most beautiful thing that fashion can do. It can give you, you will go to in a party, but it will also give you something meaningful to something that you put on your body. Because I mean, we all wear clothes, we do it every day, all day, without even thinking about it. So to put a story behind that is one of the most, you know, expressive ways to put yourself through this world, you know. You can
exactly.
be silent, don't say a word, and show up in an outfit and people can completely understand you, you know.
Hmm. Exactly, I understand you in that. I'm exactly in that way. When I buy
Yeah.
something, I want the story behind it. That's exactly.
Of course, and also it's a language we all speak. Like you, I can go to Japan in like the sickest outfit, and they'll be like, "I know this person." You know what I mean? Like I might not
Yeah.
speak Japanese, but they understand the language of fashion. You know, because it's kind of like people get it. You don't have to speak the same language even to kind of understand that value that fashion has.
Hmm. Well, and also wanted to know, like, um, I'm coming back to making the cut. Huh? So I don't
Yes.
want to know a lot yet, but um, did it fulfill your expectation a little bit? When you look at it now,
Well, I think we go through the process of the show of it being filmed and us experiencing it,
yeah,
which is that is one part, and then now to see it edited and, you know, seeing it on TV as like a completely different, like we don't know what the other people say like in their like confessional stories, like you're in your own head like I have to make this garment da, 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 da. So to see it kind of from a different perspective is very interesting, and I'm very happy with the show. I have no complaints or anything. It's weird sometimes to see myself on TV because I mean you are who you are and you don't look at yourself from like this outer point of view. But I'm very happy with the show, and I didn't have expectations, so in that point they are fulfilled, you know, because there were none in the first place. So I am also not, I cannot say I would be disappointed because I had no expectations, but I'm very happy with how everything turned out and how everything looks and just how everything turned out to be. And I think that comes mostly because of episode 6 when the judges are like, "We get it, we get you," and I was like, "Okay, that's the
finally.
only thing I wanted to hear, that you understand what I'm doing here." You know, and that was the most important part, I think, or the most significant part of the show for me, at least.
Okay. And then another question. Was it stressful? And how stressful was it on a scale on 1 to 10?
25. Yeah, no, stressful. It's of course. I think for me the most stressful thing was the cameras, or like we have to be held like somewhere without speaking, you know, for like 8 hours in the back because you know they don't want us to tell, you know, stories, you know, that we have like this genuine stuff that's on camera and stuff, you know. That was the most stressful part, but making fashion wasn't the stressful part for me, at least, because for me it was before that I had to go to the hamburger place to sell burgers, being yelled at by people over a jar of mayonnaise. That's stress.
That's
Like
stressing.
making fashion all day, that's not stress for me personally. But that's just me.
Voilà. And having all this camera up to you like that, were you also thinking about your image or not at all?
No, not at all. No, I don't think that's healthy to go in there and want to portray something else because it will always come out like you don't want it. You know, I
Yeah.
think my mother always used to tell me that you better be who you are and fall for that than stand for something that you're not. You know,
Mhm.
be you. If they hate you, yeah, well, they hate you for who you are. You know what I mean? Rather than to be hated for something that you're not. You know what I mean?
Yes. Voilà.
Like I rather stand in the truth for me, and then we'll see where it goes. And it's also too tiring to have to be somebody else. Honestly, it's too much energy.
Mhm.
We needed that energy to make fashion, not to go and be
Exactly.
something
Speed
else.
rating.
Right?
And also, after making the cut, what's up next?
Well, there are, of course, new collections coming. I'm working again with my sister on the House of Boss. She's a textile designer. She teaches also at the university in Maastricht in Holland. And we always, the last two collections, we work together for the fabrics and stuff. So that's coming. The new Miss Boss is coming together with that. And of course, with the climate, it's a little bit seeing how we're going to bring it to the world. Mm-hmm. But I have a house, I have a camera, so we might do an indoor runway, and I'll be strutting for the cut one more time up and down that runway. For the rest, I mean, I guess I just keep doing what I used to do. And there's also an exhibition coming out soon in Klum.
Okay.
It was supposed to come out.
How is it called?
I called it in Art is in the Eye of the Beholder. It wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it got postponed due to the corona. But it's coming next year.
Next year. And
yeah.
Month, you have already like January, February, or not yet?
April. It's going to be April, June, around that. Somewhere in the beginning of the summer.
Okay. Perfect. I've written it down, so...
Yeah, I see you like in the agenda. Somebody's coming to visit. Yeah, let me just...
For me, it's also a new habit. I wasn't like that. I was not always writing, and now it's like taking notes all the time. So, but it's good. It helps. It helps to remember sometimes.
I've always been like that. I've always had like my books, and I'm like scribble, scribble, scribble. And if I look, sometimes I found one yesterday of like 2 years ago because it was like somewhere ended under this closet, and it was cleaning up. And I was trying to read it. I was like, what the fuck is this? I couldn't even read my own messages. I was like, what's going on?
And me at the same time, I'm trying to read what they are writing here. It's not easy, yeah?
No. You need 3 eyes. One here, one there.
Yes, one there, and one to focus, but it's okay.
Right.
I think I've went to all my questions that I had. I think that the most one. Oh, I have one other before I forget. See? This one. Look at it.
Oh, the beast.
Yes. It's just wow. Because at the top, can you explain? Yes. Give a little bit of explanation because it's so well cut and everything. It's like I like the way you did it. It's like you're wearing some kind of art as well. See?
Well, we got the challenge, as you see in the episode, and the only thing I took from it was the Harajuku vibe from the Japanese street style. So I was like, okay, let me do Harajuku, but kind of like I wanted to do it when we were walking to Cat Street. We needed to get inspiration there. I saw like they take a lot of sweet things and make it more sinister. So I wanted to kind of take things that are kind of sinister, and of course, also Japanese inspired, like the dropped kimono, and then I wanted to ruffle it out to kind of make it more like, because they kind of do like this cute kawaii, but then it like turns like dark, which I really liked about it. And I was like, I kind of liked it. It's like kind of dark, kind of cute, and I liked like the middle road of that, and that was kind of the inspiration for that. I kind of went with that, and then yeah, it was a mess at the fabric store. I didn't find anything, so I was like, let me just grab everything. I started throwing everything together, but it worked out in the end. But streetwear, that it was not. But oh well.
And once it's over, I guess you'll shoot all the content as well. You'll shoot all the. Yes. That's the fun part, no? For me as a photographer, that's really the fun part. It's like when people get to shooting.
Yeah, of course. That's like the most fun part. I mean, I've always been very like, mostly when I think about the collections, I already see them in the editorial version. Like I see how I want to shoot them when I'm designing. I'm like, oh, this one, this color. I already thought out of the background before I start coloring into the design. Because I mean, I've always, maybe because my love of fashion started with editorial magazines, like going through them and making collages with them on like, in art school. So it's always been very close to me, and I always try to put as much attention into it.
Okay. Also, this is the last question that I have is like, will you also present it in Belgium somewhere?
Oh, you mean the things we made on the show?
Yes.
I hope so. I'll have to talk to Amazon about those things if we can do that. But I hope it will be a possibility. Yes, that would be amazing. But we should do it in the Fashion Museum of Hasselt. Hello,
Yes,
I'm there.
that would be
Let me ask them if they want to join the live to pressure them into giving me.
So it would be shown in the Fashion Museum in Hasselt. That would be a really
I'll be like, hello, knock knock. Me and like a whole rack of clothing, like.
Who knows? Who knows it will happen?
I hope so. One day, you know.
Okay. Well, I think I have asked everything that I wanted to know.
All right, thank you.
Yes, I would say thank you for all. I will call you as well for once, baby, as well.
My name forever. But they have so many nicknames for you. Jasmine, she keeps calling me the Belgian prince. G always says Sander Bos because I call her G1 Choi. Like we have all nicknames for each other.
That's so cute.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. So
thank you.
Thank you for being on my live stream. And
of course. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. We keep in touch and
yes,
keep it up. And I keep watching and okay.
Let's hope.
Oh,
bye.
Can you say a few words in Dutch for a few Dutch speakers?
Wat wilt je weten dan? Dat ik Nederlands praat.
Een groet in het Nederlands. Ik denk dat ze het wel leuk vinden.
Hallo België, hey. Ik kan nog steeds Nederlands. Ik zit niet verleerd van in Amerika. Zo. Je moet niet denken dat ik geen Vlaams meer kan. Maar ik zie jullie wel in de straten van Hasselt dan. And that was Dutch by Sander.
Yeah, perfect. Goed zo, Sander. Okay.
Goed gedaan.
Zeer goed gedaan. Ik zou zeggen.
Oh, you're stuck again.
Stuck again?
Oh yeah, bye.
And now? Yes. Okay. Sander?
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.